Alright, what's up YouTube? It's Daniel checking in with a new video on a new topic. Guys that have never had girlfriends. This right here is an interesting topic because I think it is harder to meet women and harder to develop relationships because of the way the system is, the way the economy is, the way everything's set up now. It used to be different. We live more on our computers now, so it's harder to find women, it's harder to meet women. So let's get into it. Let's see what these guys are talking about.
And I've gotten to a point where I don't believe in love anymore. Maybe it's possible for some people, but maybe it's not possible for me. It's not possible for people that are... I'm 23 years old. I'm pretty decent looking, I guess. I used to think maybe I'm ugly or something, but after the comments I received on my previous video and how many people pointed it out, I guess I'm decent looking, I guess. Like, I'm kind of handsome. That's what people said. I don't know. I'm relatively fit, just a young dude. And I've never had a girlfriend. I've never been close with a girl. And it's a really strange feeling because I always think to myself, like, what have I done wrong? What do I do wrong? Like, I don't understand what I do wrong. It never seems to work out. Growing up as a kid, I was really shy. I had behavioral issues as a little kid, so people thought I was weird. But then I got normal over time. Middle school, I was an average, just good kid. And that was probably me at my best socially. In middle school, I had a lot of friends, and I had a girlfriend in middle school. She came up to talk to me, and I was always too scared and nervous to like really hang out with her and make a move. So that relationship never went anywhere. So I never got my first kiss or anything. High school went by, things started getting really weird. Like, people mature. There starts being all these like social games, and you have to be able to read these social cues. And I didn't know how to do any of that, so I was single all throughout high school. After high school, I was employed at a job where you don't really talk to people. Then I went through periods of unemployment, and I dropped out of college as well. So I've just never really had the opportunity to be around many women, I guess, in like personal situations. I recently went back to school like about a year ago, and my social skills have improved a lot. I've improved a lot of my anxiety, thanks to like trips that I made, and just pushing myself outside my comfort zone and stuff. So I went back to school, and I'm like, I'm gonna get my first girlfriend. And my experience that I was talking to girls, and I find it really hard to get close to anyone. Like, my social skills are bad. Women will think I'm...
Well, okay, yeah, he's still kind of young, so... And it's hard to meet women. It's harder to meet women. Unless you have some assertiveness and you go out. You can go out to bars and clubs and meet women and get with women like that, but it doesn't sound like he's trying to do that. He's trying to go out and hang out with people to meet women. So I guess if you don't do that, it would be harder. If you're not as extroverted and you're socially awkward, it's going to be a lot harder to meet women. Let's get into the next video. See what the next guy has to say. Hold on. Let's see.
It fucking kills me. I'm not gonna lie. It does. I have mentioned this a few times in the past, and I don't care if this sounds embarrassing or not, because at this point, life has kicked me in the ass so many times, I don't give a shit anymore. I'll just say it. I think maybe I've said this before, maybe I haven't, but anyways, it's probably very fucking obvious just by looking at me, but I'm 27 years old. never kissed a girl on the lips before, which of course means I'm a fucking virgin, which of course means I've never had a girlfriend before, never dated anyone before, and it fucking kills me. I'm not gonna lie. It does kill me a lot. It hurts me a lot on the inside because it feels like every single day I see couples that are my age. And at this point, you know, once, you know, the average American turns 27 years old, they should have, at the very fucking least, have had at least one fucking kiss on the lips with a girl they like. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Kiss. Forget a kiss.
Because this one thing,
you should have had a kiss and have had sex with at least 5 people, probably. Whoa, I would feel pretty bad. Yeah, I guess life isn't that much different, or you can live life without sex, but it's funny. Wow, it's not like something you need, but it's something that you could crave, and I think you do need it, so it's funny. Wow. Alright, let's get back into it. Let's see what's up.
feels like it's holding me back in life, because it makes me feel a lot lesser than other people. And I know I've made videos in the past talking about my experience with major depressive disorder, and I have no doubt that these feelings of feeling lesser than everyone else for never ever, you know, for never having kissed a girl on the lips, or for being a fucking virgin at 27 years old, all of this stuff, it could be a factor of the depression. Pretty sure it is. But nonetheless, it still makes me feel like complete shit. And there are times in the past, and believe me, this is not for lack of trying, because I have been able to get different girls' phone numbers. You know, I've gotten at least fucking 10 or 20 different phone numbers where I see a pretty girl when I'm out in public, and then I just talk to her, say, hi, my name's Jaron, how are you? And then, you know, have a good conversation, and then we exchange phone numbers, and then that's the last I ever hear from them. And if there's one thing that I can ask to the public, and I seriously doubt that, I don't know if there's any women at all that watch my YouTube videos, I highly doubt it, but because it's like my face just kind of looks like repellent for pretty girls. I don't know why, but just based on my experience, that's what it feels like. Because
I don't think that's true. I think there is a lot of women that would probably like to be with this guy, because I've seen guys that don't look great get with plenty of women, guys that they find women that are average or below average too. So there's below average women for below average men. You just have to find them and meet them. And I think your social status is probably plays a big factor, and maybe your charm and charisma. You might need a little game. You might need to become more attractive, bro. You might need to get some hobbies or exercise or something, some kind of game. You gotta get something, an edge. Women want a guy with some edge, and that's adventurous. They don't want a boring guy. They don't want somebody that's kind of like a loser. So that should be a given. You should know that. But all right, let's get into the next video. I think you could find somebody, bro. It's not that hard. I think you could. You just have to shoot your shot with
Hey nobodies, it's me here once again, here with my co-host Mr. Nobody.
Oh, let's get into this one right here. This guy is interesting. See what he has to say about it.
The other day, YouTube recommended me two videos that were titled basically, I'm 25 years old and I've never had a girlfriend. Those weren't the exact titles of those videos, but they were more or less the titles of those videos. So I watched these videos, and I'm watching the two dudes in the videos. The thing that struck me the most was the fact that both of these dudes looked even more like Jeffrey Dahmer than I do. But the main thing that I thought about when I watched these videos, my main thought was, what a couple of amateurs. I'm 35 years old and I've never had a girlfriend before. Pretty fucked up, huh?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's my new intro. Pretty annoying, isn't it? Anyway, yes, as I said before, I'm 35 years old and I've never had a girlfriend. Which I don't really feel too bad about my situation because, I mean, I know there are other guys out there who are older than me who've never had girlfriends. In fact, I know a guy personally who's 63 and he's never had a girlfriend. I mean, he's gay, but he's never had a girlfriend. But anyway, how did this happen? Well, I guess we gotta go back to my early teenage years, you know, back when I was in junior high school, about 13 or so. I, like a lot of kids my age, were really getting into girls and, you know, asking girls out and going on dates and stuff. And I noticed that a lot of the other boys in school at the time were having girlfriends and stuff. But here's the problem. This is at any age, really. But if you're a guy and you want to date and you're fat and you're nerdy and you're socially awkward, that's pretty much the kiss of death if you want to have any sort of a romantic life. Just one of those alone would be bad enough, but all three at the same time, no. But of course, at the time, I didn't realize this. Me, my fat, nerdy, socially awkward 13-year-old self, asked two girls out. They didn't say no, but they did say worse than no. The first girl said I just threw up in my mouth, which that was a real self-esteem booster. The second girl started crying, told a teacher, and the teacher made me apologize. I had to apologize for asking a girl out. Now that is a special level of hideousness right there. And when I got a little bit older and got into high school, my situation didn't really improve either, because it became a lot more normal for, you know, people my age to have girlfriends and stuff, and it just wasn't happening. Like, even the other ugly, nerdy, unpopular girls weren't into me. For example, there was this one girl named Megan who I went to high school with. She was very, very fat. She was as fat as I was. Her and I, we were like the two fattest kids in school. And all the kids in school used to joke that her and I should date just because, I don't know, we're both so fat and people who are ridiculously fat should date, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't think a bed could support the both of us unless it was made out of titanium or something. So I don't know. But people were joking about me and her dating and whatnot. And one day, she walks up to me. Before I had a chance to say anything, she says, "David, I just want you to know that I find you disgusting and I would never date you." And she walked away. So, yeah, once again, another self-esteem booster right there. The fattest and one of the most unpopular girls in school thought I was disgusting. My senior year of high school, I decided to go on a big self-improvement kick. I lost the weight. I got myself a job at Walmart. From that job at Walmart, I greatly improved my social skills. Things were going good. I even started to date a little bit. The thing is, these dates didn't really go anywhere, which didn't really bother me at the time because it's like, you know, whatever. But I got a little bit older. I got a much better job in my early 20s, which I'm still working at today. I started going on even more dates, and they also went absolutely nowhere. The women who I dated kind of thought of me as just like the funny friend for the most part. But some of the women I dated, they just kind of like thought I was repulsive and they couldn't even stand being around me. They couldn't even see me as like a friend. And I get it, you know, I'm awkward and annoying and stuff. I mean, and then also another problem with me is because I don't really have a whole lot of experience doing like physical stuff, like making out and whatnot. So when you know we started doing stuff like that, like I had no idea what I was doing. It was just really awkward and.
Oh man, I think this guy is fairly attractive and he could probably find a girlfriend, and probably should have found a girlfriend by now. I mean, maybe he's trying to get with the wrong type of woman. Well, and you could be socially awkward and you can find a woman that still likes that. Women, and certain women that are socially awkward or introverted, you might be able to hook up with. He could be able to find somebody. I mean, it's sad. I mean, I wish, I know he could probably find someone. It's not cool, I guess. But it's pretty interesting how somebody can go years and years without meeting somebody they might have chemistry with or be with. I think he potentially he could find somebody. There's plenty of women that would probably want to be with him, even though most women might not like him. There's still probably a small percentage that he could get somewhere with, probably, and that would like him. A lot of women nowadays, they're looking for something extra, so it is probably harder to find a woman. I think there's a lot of hype with modern day sexuality, a lot of pumping, pumping up hype of what a man needs to be or what he should be, and then all women are trying to look for that more now because of their influence, what they think they need or what they want. So a low status male is going to have a hard time, but I think, and women, they want somebody that's doing better than them. So if you're not really a high achiever or somebody that brings a lot more to the table, it's harder to find a woman that will accept you. But I think he still has potential to find somebody. There's probably plenty of women out here there. He's not putting himself out as much, and he's probably not trying to get with the women that are obtainable. But yeah, this was an interesting topic I wanted to share and do a reaction video to this, just to change things up and keep it interesting on my channel. So I will try to do something else soon, but for now I'm checking out. See y'all next time.